Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Lucas, and today we're going to be looking at a handful of different AI writers that I want to test out. So we have Arvow, we have Koala AI, we have Copymatic, we have Cuppa or Cuppa, however you want to pronounce it. We have Copy AI, we have Jasper, and we have Agility Writer. So we're going to go through these 7 different tools and kind of try to do the same thing with the same pretending to be the same business, right? And try to create some content, right? So let's see how each one performs, how easy it is to use each one. And yeah, at the end of the video, we're going to see which one was our favorite one or which one was my favorite one, the most comfortable to use. I use Arvow a lot, so I'm pretty biased from this one because I think it's just pretty much like the most comfortable one to use. It's also very powerful in terms of content creation, adding different internal links, external links inside of your website, doing that research for you. So yeah, let's go ahead and try out. And in this case, we're going to be using this brand, which is called Tacoma Beast. Basically, it is a company that creates content and sells specific accessories for the Toyota Tacoma, right? It's a truck of Toyota. So as you can see, we have these different dockers up here. We have these different light accessories. We have different accessories for the front part. We have like this little hook over here, window accessories, and so on and so forth. So basically, yeah, I want to kind of use this as our example business for different content creation, for all of these different content creation tools to basically create or generate an article. So let me just copy this URL. And the first tool I'm going to use here is Arvow. So I'm here logged in inside of Arvow. We have different tabs: articles, blog automation, social media customization, and lead magnets. For the articles, we have generate articles, so we can generate all of these different types of articles. We have all of our articles over here that we've generated. We have an AI SEO editor, right? So we can write an article from scratch or start from a specific link. We have under blog automation, we can create different campaigns for blogs. We have site optimizers, we have integrations, we have indexers, we have publications, feeds. Feeds basically, for example, if we were to set up a keyword feed, we can, add a specific name, like let's call it Tacoma Beast, right? Add our website URL and basically create a feed. And what that is that it's basically creating a feed of different keywords that we could use for our different blog posts based on high search volume and keyword difficulty. And then what we can do is we can add these keywords over here. So Tacoma accessories, Tacoma parts, for example, was some good keywords that was provided to us. We can go ahead and click on add keywords. And then basically what we can do is we can go ahead and click on generate a title. So Tacoma gear must-haves, we can generate different keywords based on this focus keyword. So best Toyota Tacoma mods, Tacoma bed accessories, interior Tacoma upgrades, off-road Tacoma parts. So we get one of these keywords from the feed, and then we can add it here as a focus keyword. And what Arvow does is that it generates a title for us, and it includes keywords that we can add. So we can even add more keywords here that we want manually. For example, we can even generate some more keywords if we wanted to as well. We can generate an outline, for example, like this in just a couple of seconds right now. Why accessorize your Tacoma and enhancing off-road capability. So even off-road can be like another type of keyword that we can dive into. And basically the goal is just to create like a huge amount of pages, informational pages based on all of these different keywords that this niche brand has, right? So, all right, basically we create the outline, we have the content, United States, we can make it funny, for example, we can make it point of view, first person singular, we can make it formality automatic, formal or informal, however we want. Knowledge, we can set up a knowledge base. So if, for example, we have a specific if this specific brand has a YouTube channel, which it does, we can link it over here as a knowledge base, right? Then there's different formatting, there's different structure. For example, the call to action, right? We can add some type of product as a call to action. So we can, for example, add this thing. I don't even know what it is. A plug and play remote start kit. Okay, we're going to use that as the call to action. Article size, medium, small, large. We can make it very large, for example. Internal linking, we can add a sitemap by, going in here into our URL, grabbing that, going over here, clicking on find. It finds a sitemap instantly, and we can basically generate, we can add internal links based on different categories of our website. So this, for example, is getting from the products. We can just delete that and basically just include the blogs if we wanted to. So if we go down here, there should be some type of blog. Yeah, our blog. Yeah, so blogs, I guess they do have quite a few blogs. So we can just do that, for example, and go like this, right? And we want to set it to the max. External linking, we can add links if we wanted to. We can exclude links if they have a specific competitor. Images, we can add our own custom images, which looks great. And then YouTube videos, we can search for other YouTube videos, or again, if we can go back to this knowledge base and add their own or our own YouTube channel. And basically, once this is generated, we get our Tacoma Gear must-haves. We get this introduction text. Key takeaways, we have some AI generated images. And what's pretty crazy is that this is an actual Toyota Tacoma, right? So that's actually pretty insane that the AI generated that. But yeah, these are pretty accurate images over here. And you get a bunch of, internal, external links here and there. You get different formatting. You get the funniness. So you've got a Toyota Tacoma, huh? That's awesome. And then at the end, what you can do is you have your call to action. So want your stuff to run faster from online bad guys, make sure you whatever, and then it basically takes us to this specific call to action. And you can basically select different things, rewrite them, add keywords, right? Add links, ask AI to basically do something based on this text, and so on and so forth. And then at the end, you can just download the article, you can copy the content of the article, you can publish it directly to your article. So this is basically good if you have a website, on WordPress, Framer, Webflow, Shopify, anything, Wix, Squarespace, you name it. Now, the next thing that I want to try is Koala Writer, right? Koala.sh, and let's try it for free and sign up for a paid subscription and save time. Okay, so analyzes Google and optimizes your articles. So we can choose one of these. We can create a blog post or one of these. Amazon product roundup. So basically similar to what Arvow has, we have some target keywords. So let's just go back into Arvow to get our keyword, Tacoma accessories, right? You can just copy this. SEO optimization, default AI-powered SEO is only available for paid accounts because it requires analyzing dozens. So this is something that, for example, Koala Writer doesn't have that Arvow does have, which Arvow you can generate 3 contents with AI for free. So that's not so nice. I don't know how exactly this is going to work. Like, you can add a domain, but it's only available with the professional plan. AI images and YouTube videos, none, right? So this is basically using the free version of everything, right? So tone of voice, language, United States, point of view. It doesn't really go so deep into this, but let's just see. We can't even add our competitors. We could add our domain, but we can't do it with this free version. Use outline editor, include key takeaways. Let's just check out all of these. Create outline. All right, let's click on write article. And Tacoma accessories essential. So we get this real-time writing. Again, no, it's Tacoma accessories essential for enhancing performance and style. Many Tacoma owners upgrades. Like, okay, so it understands the context. That's pretty good. We get key takeaways. It didn't really ask us how long it's going to be, so I don't even know how long it's going to be. It seems pretty long to me. If I select certain things, can I edit them? Maybe at the end. It's still generating a bunch of content, which seems pretty long. And once it's done, we can polish this. So we have some different things to polish. I would love to kind of highlight over things and polish it like that. So I don't really know how exactly this is going to work. But we can simplify things, humanize text. I thought this is already like something that is, standard from this. Let's just select, okay, and it's only for the professional subscription. So all of these features are only for the professional subscription. So with the free version, all you can do is just copy it or download it. And basically, I don't see the difference between this and like something like ChatGPT. Maybe it is a little bit more tailored in terms of the context. You do have some highlighted words here and there, but you don't have any external or internal links that you can add directly, which kind of isn't so good. You don't have any YouTube videos, you don't have any images, right? You just have this text, but at least you can copy this and build off of that. All right, so the next tool is called Copymatic, and we have a free trial, which was 1,500 words, so that's pretty cool. And this is the dashboard. We have the article generator, blog post writer, turn a title and an outline into a fully SEO optimized and long article. Quickly write a blog post with our drag and drop article writer. So I think we want the, what is this AI article writer? So we have an article title. I would like for the AI to generate this for me. Let's go back here and click on, yeah, so it's basically this. Yeah, I don't really know my title. I would really like for the AI to help me with this, but what we can do is we can get the title from Arvow. So in Arvow, our title was this. And let's go back over here, paste this. Focus keyword was this one, Tacoma accessories, I believe. Right, so Tacoma accessories. An outline, okay, let's write the outline with AI. Title too short. Must have accessories for your Toyota Tacoma, I guess. Let's see. Now we can write the outline with AI, which is pretty nice that this tool, just like Arvow, gives you the ability to use AI. So introduction to the Toyota Tacoma, tonneau cover, bed extender, all-weather floor mats. Okay, I mean, it gives us like some, you know, products. Must have accessories, great. So let's write this article. And that's pretty much it. It was just like 5 inputs in comparison to the other ones. This one had a little bit more. This one, Arvow, had a bunch of them. You had complete control of all of them as well. Very simple UX as well, I have to say. And then you can see 40% done. I like this about this one, that you can kind of see, you know, that this is being done 50%, 60%. You can kind of see it in the background. You can see some suggested pictures that are, I guess, some animals, like a raccoon. So I hope that's not the case, but let's see. And then we're almost there. We're almost at 100. And we are now at 100. We have some suggested pictures that have nothing to do with our brand or the content. We have text. I don't see any internal or external linking. We can select things and paraphrase, which is great. That's a nice little, you know, thing. And we can, for example, link certain sections, which is great. But again, I would really like for the AI to do that for me. But it's nice that, for example, this tool, Copymatic, gave me more than what Koala Writer gave me with the free version, right? So we also have content analysis. It gives us this content analysis, which is great. Main heading contains keywords, subheadings contain keywords. We can also see the different keywords. We only have one. That's also kind of confusing because I guess that there's a lot more, so I don't really know how that goes. We have a plagiarism checker at 5%. We have this amount of words, this amount of headings, this amount of paragraphs, and then we could again copy or push to WordPress, for example, but that's just WordPress. Arvow can push to a bunch of other types of tools. But yeah, it was nice to see this one. Wasn't so, it was nice, very, you know, lenient or generous in terms of free use in comparison to Koala Writer, but, you know, nothing in comparison to Arvow still. Now for Cuppa, you have to kind of sign up to use it. You can't even have a free trial, which is not nice. Then we're going to start off with Jasper, which does offer a free trial. So thank you so much, Jasper, for that. Jasper, Copymatic, Koala, and Arvow offer free trials, which is very important, you know, in this terms of trying this out and seeing if this is the right thing for you. All right, and now since we're inside of Jasper, we can start the tour. So we have a bunch of different things: content marketing, product marketing, social media marketing. I just want to start off with creating a blog post. So as you can see, Jasper is not the best for if you just want to create, rich SEO content. It's kind of like a, all-in-one tool. So that's something to, take into consideration, that it's not really AI tailored for SEO content creation. So I'm just going to go here to create content, and it basically opened this link. And what we want to do is we just want to, let's see, content marketing blog post. All right, let's choose a blog post and select a brand name. We can add a brand voice if we wanted to, which is pretty cool. We can, add someone like some name, like me, for example, right? And I have a specific brand voice, and best used for blogs next. And we can add some text that I've added or some files, which is also pretty interesting, blah, blah, blah. But in this case, let's just leave that out. Select an audience. We can create audiences. We can include up to 5 source materials to guide content and accuracy. Okay. We have topics. So in this case, we want to put Tacoma accessories. Click on next. Outline of the post, I don't know. Let's generate the response. It generates a response, which is pretty nice. Introduction, exterior accessories, interior accessories, performance accessories. So that's nice that it does that. We can add more context like keywords. Let's see if AI can help us. Okay, so we have to kind of do that manually. We don't really want to do that. We can add a call to action, which is great. Custom information as well. Create images. We have the pro version. Okay, that's in the completely pro version, so that kind of sucks, but let's see. And it's not so, extended like Arvow is, but we can try it, generate now. And we can see that Jasper generates something in real time. It's not really showing me any internal links, external links, no images either, interestingly. So I guess it's just the text content. We could add images over here, and I'm trying to see where we can add different images or select. Okay, it's just the creating images just in the Pro, right? So we don't have any YouTube videos as well, so that's that. But yeah, guys, I think at the end of the day, the best, the most solid content that was created was using Arvow, basically creating content like this. We have keywords throughout. We have internal links, external links, different formatting, different images, right? We have the ability to add YouTube videos. We have FAQs, we have the call to action, and we have some extra stuff over here to create different tags, to have an AI assistant where we can basically chat with the AI to talk about certain things. And we can also highlight the text and ask AI certain things about the text, rewrite the text in certain ways, add keywords, add links, and so on and so forth. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video today. It was a lot of fun, basically comparing these different tools. I think Arvow is, like I just said, the most extensive tool to start off with. You can start off with 3 free articles, right? And yeah, basically create something like this and see how it goes. And if I were you, if you're trying to build a brand that has everlasting content and that you want to grow a good, grow a high authority domain eventually, or, have a brand that gets a lot of traffic and gets a lot of sales, try using Arvow to create that informational hub inside of your website using these different keywords and different categories that eventually lead to your product. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.